Hey Hexy people, it's Kyra, your Friday friend, coming to you from Hexing Daily. So the theme this week on Hexing Daily is how-tos, and me being the Walking Dead fan that I am, I decided to do how to survive a zombie apocalypse. So if you ever find yourself in a zombie apocalypse and you happen to remember this video, hopefully it'll do you good use. So the first thing about surviving a zombie apocalypse is being at the right place in the right time. During a zombie apocalypse, you don't want to be in a large city because there's going to be a lot of people for one, and more people mean more zombies. You don't want that. You want to be in a more rural area, so that way there is more land for farming, more vegetation for harvesting, more animals for hunting, and less people, which means less zombies. Another thing you want to watch out for in the middle of a zombie apocalypse is tap water, because have you ever heard the saying, there's something in the water supply? Well, that something just may be a zombie, and if you drink it, you're a goner. A good skill to have during a zombie apocalypse is the ability to improvise. Basically, if you're caught in need of a weapon without a weapon, you can turn anything into a weapon. Like if you're in a school and a horde comes through, then you can just start smashing head with the corners of books. A zombie apocalypse is one of the few times that being a hoarder is good. You want to know how to stock up on water, food, supplies, first aid, etc. Whereas if you're a hoarder with just random unnecessary stuff, that can probably cause you trouble. In a zombie apocalypse, your main enemy may be the dead, but the living isn't always going to be your friend. So I suggest that you consider the living carefully, because for one, this type of time can make people really desperate, and they'll do anything to get what they need. And if something that they need happens to be with you, then they'll probably jack you. A zombie apocalypse is definitely not the time for keep your friends close and your enemies closer. It's more like desperate times call for desperate measures, because desperation can easily turn someone into something they're not, or something that they've always been yet kept hidden. If you're living during a zombie apocalypse, you're probably going to want to have a sanctuary. It's probably really dangerous to be a nomad. You can walk into traps easier, get caught in a horde, you're going to have less places to store supplies and things, so I say it's better to set up camp. This kind of contradicts what I said earlier, but during a zombie apocalypse, it's probably best not to work alone. For one, being alone during a zombie apocalypse can lead to loneliness, and loneliness, especially during a time like that, can lead to insanity. Plus, I think we can all agree that it's pretty great to have someone have your back, so also you can cover more ground, you can have some sort of entertainment, so this one probably makes me the slightest bit of a hypocrite, but during a zombie apocalypse, you're going to want to stay as healthy as you can be, because for one, it's going to be easier to get around fastly, whether you depend on a wheelchair or your legs. Also, it's going to be easier to survive, basically, because you don't have to worry about a health issue when you're trying to worry about zombies as well. Living in the apocalyptic world, you're going to end up killing at least one zombie, and while hand-to-hand combat can get pretty messy, so I think the best way to avoid that mess is to use weapons. The best kind of weapons, I think, are the silent ones. If I've learned anything from The Walking Dead, it's to use silent weapons. Also, improvised weapons or inventive weapons can be pretty good too. The last two things about living in a zombie apocalypse are probably the two most important. The first being, don't forget your past life. If you forget who you were, it's easier to become something that you're not. And secondly, have faith in a cure. So that'll be all for my how-to. I'd like to thank you for watching and suggest that you like, subscribe, and comment. Also, stay tuned for the other girls' how-tos, and stay safe, stay hexy, bye!